caution I have is that only looking at standardized test data is a tremendous mistake. And it is confining, and it also doesn't serve our students. When
And
we
so how else can you measure? I agree with
so
you, absolutely, of course, but
I said
how?
standardized test data. So let's
Right.
say that you're working on you've gone through a data analysis and
Hmm.
you have identified an element for if we're looking at mathematics. So within 5 strands, let's say you've identified my always favorite, time and money in an
Mm,
elementary school, because it's really a hoot.
mm.
Trying to teach time and money. I know these high school people, oh, well, anybody can teach elementary school.
Mm.
You try to tell a second grader what a nickel is, it's not as easy as it seems.
Mm,
So, but once you've identified that, if you have developed some strategies that you work through with the students, what sort of an assessment do you want to give?
mm,
For younger age children, you might want to have a school store. And the teacher said,
mm.
okay, here are some coins that you can use, whatever the money in your country might be.
Mhm.
Have the student buy some things and have them pay you with those coins. That is a performance assessment.
Right.
And you can actually get real-time data from that. And it might be a better assessment than going from the real coins in the little kids' hands to looking at a nickel on a printout.
Mm,
So there are different ways to measure. So if the kids are getting good this way, and you know that down the line on the standardized test, they're going to have to look at pictures,
mm.
move from the concrete to the visual, give that bridge instead of jumping over it, you will see progress as you go along. In the high schools, perhaps it's more of a performance project
Mhm.
that you have certain benchmarks to meet. So a presentation, a book, a podcast,
Mm.
um, a role playing. As long as you are measuring the specific goals of what you have identified that you want the students to learn, there are other ways to do it,
Mhm.
even though in the end, they're probably going to have to do this standardized test.
Mhm.
Almost every country I know
Yep.
has some sort of a standardized test.
Mhm.
They're, the way to move towards that has intermediate steps. You
Mm.
don't wait to the end and say, here's your test, let's see how we did.
Yes.
Measure as you go along and
Mhm.
measure things in different ways so that kids can show what they know and the teachers can see, what did my instruction do?